What is up, my beauty teachers? Your girl Aminah, and I'm here with Simple Beauty, back with Simple Beauty, y'all. Here for the good tips. Y'all already know how it gets down over here, okay? So welcome to all my new beauties who are here with me for the very first time. Go ahead and click in, sis, so that way you can get in all my content. Subscribe, okay? Subscribe. Make sure you subscribe so that way you are getting my new videos as they drop, okay? So this video is just a little different this time around, y'all. As you can see, my hair is pressed out. So I wanted to address a few things, y'all. So I've had a lot of beauties on my channel ask me how I cut my hair. So this is a video for all of you who want to shape your curly froze, okay? So I cut my hair on my own. I watched a couple of videos in which I will put all those down in the description box below, okay? So I watched a couple of videos, and I did not make content initially on it during the process of cutting my hair because I just feel like you will never catch me putting something out on my platform that I am not confident in, okay? I don't like to play around with my hair, cut in my hair, show you all and make you believe that I know what I'm doing, okay? That will never happen. So yeah, I didn't record that, but now I am here to show you how I actually cut my hair. So today I'm not cutting my hair with any scissors, but I want to show you the process of it all, okay? Because I've had a couple of beauties ask me how did I cut my fro. They really like how my shape of my fro was and everything else. So I knew I always wanted that heart shape, and I knew that my bangs were so long, okay? So I'll show y'all videos, pictures of my bangs just being really long. And I like the fact that my bangs were long when my hair is pressed out right, but when my hair is curly, it does me no good because it does not go with the shape and the form of my face. It did not flow like I wanted it to. I've always cut my bangs in the past, and yeah, I want my bangs cut again so that way they can just sit perfectly on my face like a little heart shape, okay? So that's exactly what I was going for. So as you can see, I have my hair in a wrap. Actually, this will benefit all of you because you can actually see how I parted my hair off. So first thing first, I did not cut my hair while it was pressed. Let me say that again. I did not cut my hair in a flat iron state. Because you want that heart shape for your curly hair, I curly cut my hair, okay? And for anyone who curly cuts their hair, usually they'll blow dry it out, or they'll let their hair be in the initial curly state for them to cut it. I will let you all know that in the next time I cut my hair, I will show you how I cut my hair in a curly state, okay? But it does not need to be cut right now. But I did cut my hair in a curly state, okay? So I want to show you exactly how I parted my hair down and everything else, and what my thought process was as I was cutting my hair, okay? One of the biggest videos I watch, I'm going to take down my hair. So one of the biggest videos that I watched was the wolf cut or something like that. I think that's what it's called. If that's not what it's called, I'm going to put it below my screen. But yeah, where it's like more of like an even cut all around your head basically. So you would basically take your hair, put rubber bands on the tips, and cut off about 2 inches of your hair. So I knew I didn't want that because I didn't want all my hair to be even. My hair had already been even. My hair was even all the way around in my pan at that point. So in my opinion, that's not the look I was going for. I wanted the heart shape. So that means with the heart shape comes layers on top. So I wanted to keep a lot of my length as well, right? At the bottom, at the back of my hair. So I was very intentional about how exactly I was going to go about everything. So let me just comb this down for y'all. If you've seen my other videos, my bangs are actually growing out, y'all. As you can see, they are growing out really well. If you've seen me flat on my hair, and I only had like one flat iron video, I want to say. I don't flat on my hair a lot, but I do flat iron it when I have to cut my ends. So I'm letting y'all know now, when you want to cut your ends, sis, make sure your hair is flat iron. But if you've seen my other videos, you will know that I have bangs and my hair was more one length, like I was saying. So I'm going to show you exactly how I decided to do this. So remember, my hair is in a curly state at this point. So just imagine my hair being curly. And so when you do this, just go with the flow and take your time and everything else, and don't really focus on anything but your hair at the time, okay? So that's exactly what I did. So because I knew I wanted to keep my length, that's exactly what I did. So what I decided to do was basically part my back out like this. That's what I did. So that was the first thing I did basically. So part your back out, and we're gonna clip that away because we're gonna come back. You'll come back to that. The next thing the very first thing I started though with, I'm gonna tell you this, was my bangs. So I combed my bangs down my face, and I was able to see my curls really well. I hope y'all can hear me through my hair. But so what I wanted to do was part my bangs out. Like I said, this is just a brief layout, y'all. I wanted to part my bangs out. Uh-oh, somebody at my door, y'all. So I wanted to part my bangs out like this. And they might be a little off just because I'm trying to record and show you all. So what I did was, for my bangs, I stretched my hair and allowed it to go back into a curly state. And I slowly but surely cut up as far as I wanted to, is what I did. So I would take a little bit off, let it hang, and revert back to more of a curl and cut it again, okay? You don't have to do a lot of single curls when you're cutting your bangs. So that's exactly what I did, and I put it away. So very much how I clip my ends is almost like how I decided to do this layout for my cut. So once I had that done, I knew it was time for me to start with my layers, right? So this is where the back is going to come back into the equation. So I started with these pieces of hair first, is what I did. So like I said, I took my time, y'all, really went through and did all of this. So I would just literally part, look at my hair, see how long I want it to be. Like I said, my hair is in a curly state, so I will pull my hair down just to see where it's hitting at on my chest and everything else. And I would cut it little by little and let it go back to a curly form just to see how far that curl is going to come up. But I knew that my back and my fronts, the bottom pieces will be my longest pieces, right? So then with the next piece, I climb up my hair, part that out, and cut it a little bit, right? Also, what I have learned over time is whenever you're taking your hair out like this and you're cutting it at an angle, you're creating those layers in your hair. So that's another thing I would do. So the more I got closer to the top of my head, I will cut my hair just like that. So that way it's creating layers. Now the crown of my head, of course, is the shortest pieces of my hair. The crown of your head, once again, that's where your hair, being that it's in a curly state, the crown of your head is the easiest part to do because you can actually look at the top of your head, and that's the part that fluffs the most because there's smaller pieces and everything else. So, and there's no hair laying on top of that crown piece. So that's exactly what I would do. I took my comb, and first I stretched my hair with my fingers. Remember, it's in a curly state. Then I let it revert back. In its curly form, I will slowly but surely cut it off, cut it off, cut it off. Fluff my hair just like this and keep cutting, okay? Now let me say this too. My hair wasn't all the way curly how it would be if I did a wash and go on my head the first day. These were very loose curls, and the more I comb my hair out anyways, I was losing some of my curls. I will put that picture, like I said, here so that way you can see how my hair actually looked. But that's exactly what I was doing. So with my back, I came back to my back. When you do your back, you want to make sure somebody around is there to help you, whether it's your mom, your husband, your friend. You want somebody to help you with your back. So like I said, I wanted to keep my length, so I knew I didn't want my husband cutting off the lowest pieces of my back. So I kind of climbed more up towards the middle part of my back, just like this. and then cut layers in that. So once again, what I would do was take my hair just like this. If I'm in the mirror, I'm just cutting it. That's all I'm doing, is cutting my ends more at an angle sometimes, okay? As well as the top of my head. The top is just like how I did the top and the front. The top, I noticed that my pieces were a little too long, so what I would do, I just snip, 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 snip is what I would do. So, like I said, take your time and do this. Part your hair, I would have to say you would have to part your hair in a total of 3 sections. So you have your front, you'll have this piece here. This is one. Then you will have this area here. And then you have your back. Now with your back, you can divide that down into 2 sections if you want to. So it'll be a total of 5 sections if you want to divide your back down into 2 sections. So that way you know that the longest part of your hair you're not cutting. Now if you don't care about length, you don't have to worry about any steps that I told you to take with the back area. Just go in and begin to just snip your curls and everything else. When your hair is in a curly state, it's easier for you to start shaping your fro as well, because you'll start to see those curls that are stragglers in your head basically, okay? So what you would do is pull them, snip, pull them, snip. Don't snip too much, sis. I'm telling you now, you don't want to snip too much. Take your time and gradually snip your hair, okay? And begin to focus on the shape that you're going for. So with that being said, like I said, I did a heart shape, so which means it is layers that is being created in my hair and everything else. I would tell you this, make sure you look at some videos on how to actually layer your hair a little bit. I will provide all the videos that I actually watched here in my own home before cutting my hair. I found 2 or 3 videos that I felt like I wanted to watch, get a little comfortable with before cutting my hair and everything else. But like I said before, I will show you how I cut my hair next time I decide to cut it and everything else. It is growing out pretty healthy again for me, so I know another cut will be coming up very soon and everything else. But I still have my shape. I still have that heart shape, honestly. But I try to make sure I continue to stack my hair on top more than anything. So really, when I go back in and cut my hair, I'm just really focusing on those top layers of my head basically, and just going in my hair, pulling it out and snipping it, okay? Next time I will probably do it in curly state for you all, so that way you can understand it. So hopefully this video helped you all. Like I said, the young ladies that I did watch cut their hair was in a curly state, so I hope that video helped as well. And I will be doing curly one hair soon for all of y'all and everything else. But just the layout of your head, if you don't want to even fro, go through your hair layer by layer and just snip it slowly but surely. You'll start to see the shape of your fro forming itself for you into that heart shape, okay? So yeah, but if you want more of an even haircut, curly cut, you want to go with more like the wolf cut. I feel like the wolf cut is just more so much even around your head basically. So that's what you want to do. So continue to look at videos on that specific cut if you want to. I know the Diva Curl cut is more like the heart shape cut, so they usually say the Diva Curl cut, but the Diva Curl cut is called the Diva Curl cut because of the whole Diva Curl line and everything else. But yeah, I've always liked that hairstyle. I've always liked that kind of cut, so that's exactly why I decided to cut my hair that way, because I just like, oh, my fro was losing its shape, honey. It was not there, and I was not having it. I was not happy about it, okay? So yeah, this is the layout. 5 sections, 4 or 5 sections. Get into it, take your time, and just slowly snip away at your do. And just have faith that you're going to get through it, and you will get through it, and begin to just watch your hair form itself into a beautiful shape, okay? But y'all, this is it. This is all I have for you. I hope I was able to explain myself thoroughly to you all, so that way you can understand how I did it. Next time, like I said, I'll be showing you how I do it. But until next time, I'll catch you all later on my next video. Beauties, go ahead and click in, make sure you're subscribed, and I love you all, and I'll catch you all on my next video. All right, have a blessed day. Bye-bye.